Hello everyone. We gotta talk about a serious situation that's supposed to happen in New Orleans, going into the wee hours of the morning and potentially going in tomorrow morning, which would be the 13th. This is Tropical Storm Barry. It is now south of Louisiana, as you can see here. Put my mouse. Not really a big size storm, if you want to get my honest take of it. But I'm worried about is the rain. That's what I'm worried about. So we're just going to read some National Weather Service advisories that came in from the New Orleans office. And I think New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama is doing a joint collaboration, because in an emergency like this, Mississippi is also going to get some heavy rain as well. We're talking the southern panhandle of Mississippi that will also be affected by this storm. This is the radar that I want to keep my eye on, because this is the one that's going to show the real band of heavy rain. Because the Weather Channel, this isn't an accurate one. Maybe tomorrow it'll look more intense, because I'm going to try to keep these updates as brief as possible when we don't have to talk about advisories or statements from the NWS. I want to try to get some pictures of the storm tomorrow, and if I can't do it tomorrow, I'll definitely do it on Sunday, because tomorrow I'm actually going to be out. I'm going to a concert tomorrow out in Long Island, but it's not important. We need to get into the important stuff. So here we go. Alright, this is the last advisory issued. There's supposed to be one, I think, 11 o'clock tonight Eastern, so that's 10 o'clock Central, because I've been watching the Weather Channel. And I'll quickly mention this, shame on the national media. CNN's airing a primetime special tonight. Ingram's just being Ingram. MSNBC, I don't even know what they're doing tonight. So, the Weather Channel is your source. Please watch them. And in fact, I think tomorrow, I think tonight, they're going to simulcast on Sirius XM. So, if you have your satellite radio handy, you may want to tune in, because they're going to be the ones that are going to give you the coverage of this thing. I mean, thankfully, even though it's going to be 90 here tomorrow in New York, at least we're not getting what New Orleans is getting. So let's just get into this. There is danger of life-threatening storm surge induction along the coast of southern and southeastern Louisiana, portions of Lake Pontchartrain, and portions of coastal Mississippi, where a storm surge warning is in effect. Water levels are already beginning to rise in these areas, with a peak inundation expected on Saturday. The highest storm surge induction is expected between Intercoastal City and Shell Beast. I'm going to interject my thing. Louisiana's just been hit hard with flooding this year in general, and now with this, it's not a good situation. And also, I'll quickly mention the levees keep rising to that 20 feet level. So I'm very worried that those levees that were reconstructed after Katrina 14 years ago, that's going to be a big issue. And ironically, let me just show you something here before I get to my other point. New Orleans hurricane. I think the anniversary is coming up. Many people might remember this if they've been in New Orleans for so long. Yep, Hurricane Camille. Isn't it crazy that when Woodstock was happening, this storm was in Louisiana? Most people don't even talk about it, as history just doesn't favor it. Especially what happens in New Orleans then. It took what? I would say, if I had to do my math, it's 30 years, almost 40 years, and Katrina happened. So, thankfully, I don't know if this will be bad as Katrina, but time will tell, because this is what I'm worried about, the rainfall. You have heavy rain expected all throughout the eastern part of Louisiana, especially in New Orleans. There's a threat flood along the central Gulf Coast along portions of the lower Mississippi Valley and northeast into the Tennessee Valley. So, there's more rain expected in Mississippi, western parts of Arkansas. So, see my cruiser. Looks like Little Rock's going to get some rain from this, and Memphis might even see some heavy rain. Flash flooding and river flooding will become increasingly likely, some of which may not be life-threatening, especially across portions of southeast Louisiana into Mississippi. Hurricane conditions are expected along a portion of the coast of Louisiana where a hurricane warning is in effect. Tropical storm conditions are expected elsewhere along the Louisiana coastline and inland across portions of lower Mississippi Valley where tropical storm warnings are in effect. So again, New Orleans is under that hurricane warning. Alright? And this is what I always fear about in Delmarva. Again, Delmarva has to learn from these storms. Because once you get a storm like this, Ocean City, Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach, that's wiped off the map. Especially if a Cat 3 happens. I keep saying it over and over again. I gotta keep bringing up these points that, this is why I always keep an eye on these storms. Because I have to fear that this could happen in Delmarva. I don't want to see the peninsula get hit. So imagine how much rain this is going to be. They're predicting that near Baton Rouge, because I know where Baton Rouge is on the map. It's somewhere around here, because New Orleans is further down here. Baton Rouge is going to get 20 inches of rain. A major city in Louisiana is going to get 20 inches of rain. Louisiana is a different story because they're near sea level. Same with Ocean City. They're at sea level. This happened in Ocean City. Again, Ocean City would just be wiped off the map, literally. There would not be an Ocean City, Maryland, if you had this type of rain in Ocean City. So, that's just a quick update. I'm praying for New Orleans tonight. Again, I'm very annoyed that the 3 major cable networks are not even covering this. Maybe tomorrow. I'll flip on because, again, I'm probably just going to watch the Weather Channel the rest of the night while I'm editing this. So, New Orleans, please pray for them tonight, folks. They've been in a very terrible 14-year stretch where they just keep getting hurricanes every other year. I'm just glad this isn't hitting Houston, because if this hit Houston 2 years after Harvey, or especially how this hit Fort Myers 2 years after Irene, or especially what happened with Michael in Florida, it would just be a bad stretch. And again, I want to quickly mention something. I mentioned it on Twitter that this is the second named storm of the year. Alright? So this is our second named storm of the year. 2005, we were already going down the list. So, I guess it's a blessing in disguise for now. It's still early, but I'm going to keep an eye on the tropics. Especially how, again, if it impacts Delmarva, you guys know in Delmarva, I'm going to cover this. If it ever does come to Delmarva. If we ever get the big storm. Because it's due, folks. It's due. Mother Nature is going to be nasty because of climate change. I still fear another storm could hit New York. Alright? I went through Sandy. Okay? I fear that too. So, I should have another update maybe tomorrow, but if not, definitely on Sunday. I'll be home all day Sunday, and I'll definitely try to get you an update on Sunday with storm damage pictures from Louisiana. So, thank you all for watching. Again, keep Louisiana in your thoughts tonight. Please do, because they're going to be going through a very rough 24 to 48 hours, maybe even 72 the way things are going to play out. So the next one, please take care.